How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another live. I'm Mr. Energy. This is my Facebook. Most of my lives are done in Instagram. If you haven't checked out my Instagram yet, it's at Mr. Energy News. At Mr. Energy News. That's where I normally do my Instagrams. Usually I do about 2 to 3 a week. Have one on Monday, have one on Friday. And I have one that I do on Tuesday with my my great brother from California, The Bachelor, Normal Not Allowed. He's a great artist, and so we do it on Tuesdays at 8:35 p.m. Miami time, Eastern Standard Time. It'll be 5:35 for those in California or West Coast, and then Mondays and Fridays around 7:35. I'm usually on my own. I thought I should come in today because I don't know about you guys, but very worried about what's going on in the world and in our country in general, but just the world. And it's, I don't know about you, but it really bothers me, the fact that these kids in Minneapolis, Minnesota, the Catholic school were in mass. They were praying. So, you know, the parents put them in a Catholic school, try to give them a quality education, try to teach them morals and you know, how to get close to God, how to do the right thing. And they're praying. They're in mass. They're trying to get close to God. And what happens? A monster comes along and kills 2 of them and injures another 18 or so. I mean, now they're saying that this person hated everyone, you know, hated blacks, hated Jews, hated Christians, hated Catholics, was just full of hatred. A person that apparently was born with the name Robert and changed to Robin. I don't know if he was a transgender or in the process, but our young people are being destroyed, whether it's gender mutilation or with drugs. You know, it's just it's awful what's happening to our young people. And then now they're getting radicalized. We got more and more hatred. You know, more people that just would take a life. You know, you're so happy. Apparently, he killed himself after committing these heinous crimes. You know, killing these young innocent little angels and just destroying the lives of the families. You know, these people that they hate life. They hate everyone, but they don't just quietly take their own life. No, they have to. You know, they have to make people suffer. You know, apparently some report came out that that wanted to kill kids, wanted to kill children, and wanted to make them suffer. I mean, how sick can a human being get? I don't know, but God save us. God save us, because this we have the internet, we have all these sites, YouTubes and YouTube. Like, I have my own YouTube channel, which I'm glad that a lot of people are following me and sharing. But we have all the social media, all the people that are influencers and take full advantage of the internet. But you know, you can learn a lot. You know, you can learn a lot from the internet. There isn't a subject that you can't find out about using internet or Google or whatever. You know, just going to the different sites. You know, you can basically become an expert in almost anything. Now with artificial intelligence, even more so. But unfortunately, people don't use it most of the times for that. They use it for to pollute the minds of the young people, and it's getting to the point where you could be here today, and you know, I shouldn't even say here today. You can be an instant. You could be anywhere, and you could be taken out. It's just you know, it's just I don't know about you, but I'm sick and tired of these people that are so full of hatred that'll kill the most innocent, and you know, they don't, you know, they end up killing themselves, but you know, they can't just take their own lives. They have to do plenty of damage, and very easy just to say, well, they're mentally, you know, they're mentally challenged, or they have mental problems, or they have, you know, mental health issues or whatever. But there's got to be more than that. I'm sorry for people that don't want to necessarily agree with me, but I got to be honest. You know, I always tell like it is. In my humble opinion, it's demonic. This stuff is demonic. You know, the devil and all his minions. This stuff is just demonic. Demonic. They want to destroy, want to sacrifice, want to basically take out our youth. And these people that say that the transgender is not a danger. Well, how many kids have been mutilated? You know, many kids have been just because they have some kind of confusion. You know, they get mutilated, and then later on they want to go back. They say, well, I made a mistake. Too late. You know, little girls and little boys just, and yeah, and then now supposedly they're mad against the Catholics or the Christians because they think that they condemn them or something. Nobody's condemning anybody. You know, if the Bible says that you know, certain rules, the way you should live your life, don't take it out on the people that believe the Bible. You know, to me, it's demonic. It's definitely demonic. I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's very it's very tragic. And you know, if you have kids, no matter how old they are, they could be grown up, but put yourself in the parents' shoes, in the grandparents' shoes, in the families of these poor little kids. You know, I'm a parent, like a lot of you out there. You know, you send your kids to school. You think they're protected. You send them to a school that's you know, teaching them moral values, and what happens? Some animal shows up and takes them out. Now, a lot of people saying, well, it's the guns, it's the guns, it's the guns. Well, you know what? If they would have security protecting those kids, maybe this animal could have been taken out before he took out the poor little kids. You know, I don't necessarily agree with making guns easy for people, but I don't think the solution is taking them away from law-abiding citizens, because these crazy lunatics are still going to get them. Now, maybe they should enforce the laws that we already have. Maybe even make them harder for people to get guns, especially people with mental issues. But definitely, we need to protect our kids. If we don't protect our kids, we're not going to have a future. And you know, that's just my 2 cents worth. I think we got to do something. This is a crisis of hatred. A lot of people trying to take out the Jewish people and now the Christians. The Jews and Christians should unite, because we are both being targeted. If you are Jewish, a lot of people hate you, and I feel for you, because it's not right. You know, it's not something that you haven't done anything. You know, just by the fact that you're Jewish, you haven't done anything, and they want to kill you. That's how outrageous is that? How wrong is that? How biased? You know, what can you say? That's the ultimate hate crime. But it's coming over to Christians now. You know, especially if you're a Christian that you support Jews, or that you think that Israel has a right to exist, they're coming after you too. So I just think that we gotta stop this hate. The people that want to hurt Jews, Christians, blacks, just anyone, you know, the hatred, we gotta put an end to it. You know, you gotta find out if this guy was working by himself or with other people. But You know, it's got to be, and then and now, you know, now they're saying now they hate more now because of, you know, that somehow they're blaming Trump, that Trump, you know, pushing Christian beliefs or prayers, and, you know, praying for someone, praying for the world, praying for your country, praying for yourself, praying for your family, praying for your community. It doesn't kill anyone. And if you don't believe in prayer, you're an atheist, or you're kind of some demon worshiper or something, hey, that's your right. But I don't think that they have the right to take away people of faith that want to express their belief and want to pray, and you know, want to send their kids to Catholic school, or, you know, religious schools, Christian schools. Because the thing is, you don't see these people attacking Islamists, you know, the radical Islamists, because they're so afraid of them. They know that these radical Islamists will take them out, and it'll be a holy war. They'll take them out. So what do? They go after, you know, Jews in synagogues or in places of worship, and, you know, they also attack Christians. And you know, for people that have been doing like the ostrich, putting their head in the sand and don't want to know what's going on, all around the world, the Christians are being persecuted. It's not just the Jews being persecuted. The Christians are being persecuted. And now it's coming home. It's coming home to the United States. You hear a lot of cases about anti-Semitism, you know, Jews being persecuted, being killed, being harassed. You know, how can you go to a Catholic school in the middle of a mass when these little kids are trying to get close to God, you're trying to learn about God, and you do that? I mean, how evil is that? And I'm afraid that more of these things are going to happen, you know, with crazy copycats, people that are, you know, not only mentally not stable, but a lot of them are, in my humble belief, they're demon possessed. They're devil people. They're just worshipers of evil, and they want to take out Christians just as bad as they want to take out Jews. Anybody that believes in the Creator, in the God of the Bible, they hate you because they don't agree with your beliefs, but they don't only hate you, they want to kill you. So wake up, people. Wake up, people. Protect our family, protect our kids, protect our nation, and just pray that God will always take care of us, because it's not getting any better. If anything, it's getting worse. So I'm sorry it's not upbeat today, but this has really affected me. I'm very worried for the nation and for the people of faith. So may God bless you all, and hopefully may the good news be yours, and I don't know what else to say. Till the next time, I'm Mr. Energy. I'm out.